Everybody again. We're going to be warming up with, hopefully this time I'll remember to drop in a little bit more plyometric type exercises. We'll add some thumbs sideways, thumbs up, thumbs out, thumbs down variations into our warm-up routine as well. We'll do some more tall kneeling stuff, some more core work, some more isometric work. Then the compound lifts we've got today, as well as the beloved pressing. We've got the single leg rear foot elevated split squat. So in other words, the Bulgarian, you're going to need a chair or a sofa so that we can be doing that rear foot elevated single leg squat this morning. The other things will be some pullover work and some wipers, and hopefully we'll have time for some more lateral lunges as well. We'll continue the tempos that we've been using with previously, and then expand on those into what we call some elevator isometrics, and then some more core and mobility work to finish off with. So let's get everybody at the end of the session. Remind me that we need to teach you another little drill on the stairs for your homework, but we'll get towards that at the end. Anywho, usual, very quickly get wrists warmed up, then ankles, and then we'll get the rest of the body done. So get that mobility happening in the ankles, the the wrists, the elbows, then the ankles, and then we'll get into the knees. Once we've got the knees and the elbows done, then we can get into some calf pumps as well. Okay, and then either as a form of a heel drop, so either as some form of a heel drop exercise where you're dropping your heel down, or against a wall or something, just generally press down in the calf down to the floor, relax away, and just get some pump the calf happening. So if you wish, you could be doing it as a heel drop. Start with both feet on a heel drop if you're just doing a calf pump. If you wish, you could just there, but just get then pressing against the wall. Feel your lats switch on as you press into the wall and just get a bit of calf pump going. If you wish to lower your body further towards the ground and do some calf pump, you can. Looking good, troops. Okay, let's get up into the hips. So just some lunging down. If you want to make it into a pulse, you can. Then getting into some lunge and reach. Okay, this time we're going to put in the variation of, we're going to have that gate swing, so we're going to have that back leg staying still, and then we're going to go out to the side, reach away, out to the side, reach away, and then reach the other direction once your legs are back in line. So legs back in line, reach the other direction. Looking good, troops. Okay, next up on the hips, we'll go through the little small and fast gate swings. And then some opposite direction, bigger swings, so out and throughs. That's good. Then either, if you've got space to walk around, try with either your thumbs sideways, palms open, thumbs up, or thumbs in together. So try variations of, if you've got room, to practice a bit of feeding the chickens. If you haven't got space to feed the chickens, then we'll just quite simply go through hinge and lawnmower, come back up, hinge and lawnmowers. Looking good, troops. Next up, we're going to be squatting bilaterally. So feet will be together. If you have a stick, a piece of string, a rope, etc., that would be great. All we're going to have is we're going to go from our normal, just bilateral squat. Once we've got comfortable with some bilateral squats, if you want to pulse them, you're welcome to. But then we're going to go bilateral squat, hands overhead. And once we've got comfortable with our hands above us, all we're going to progress into is down, lateral, lateral, back up, lateral, lateral, back up. That's good. So if your stick or rope or string or band isn't quite long enough, let your arms bend to resist the pull and the load on the shoulder. If your hands can get wide enough, then you should be able to work with a straight arm through the movement. Looking good, troops. Excellent. Okay, we'll go back into our lunging and hinging pattern. On our lunge, all we're going to do, either with a stick or band or other object, we're going to get our lunge going again. as we did a few weeks ago, we're going to lunge in, legs in the tram lines, in the train tracks. We're just going to reach out to the side with our stick or our squeezing, compressing object we've used in the past, out and back through. So you'll feel that you'll get more load on one side into your hip than you will on the other. So torque the hip as much as you can. Stay out there for count of 5. That's good. If you wish, you could dynamically be using little movements in your pelvis to potentiate the movement whilst you're holding out to the side. Obviously making sure we're doing both sides of the hip in both directions. And while we're down here, as if we're going to be doing some military press, we're just going to, without bashing ourselves in the chin, we're just going to go up, come back down, go up. Making sure we've swapped our legs over as well. Again, have your hands as wide apart, as close together as your shoulders are happy. If needed, you'll have to work with just hands in the air rather than creating a closed, open chain rather than closed chain if your shoulders are not happy. That's looking good, troops. Okay, so we're going to go back into our hinging pattern. This time either our feed the chickens are going to be with a single leg, or we're going to be switching into the lawnmowers. Again, we're going to be just on one foot. Lawnmowers, we're going to be hinging or feed the chickens. Again, we're going to have one foot going out in front of the other, feed the chickens, one foot in front of the other, feed the chicken. Again, think thumbs up, thumb sideways, thumbs down. That's good. Last few reps. Okay, before we get our tall kneeling done, we're going to stand on one leg. You're going to do writing the alphabet with one foot. So you're going to be into 1 foot. We're going to get to about M in the alphabet with 1 foot. When you get to M, swap over to the other foot, complete the alphabet. Once you've got halfway through, and go to the other foot to complete the rest of your alphabet. Uppercase is usually easier. That's good. Nice centered belly breathing. So trying to relax. Use your belly button as you balance. Excellent work, troops. If you've already finished, just practice through some can clicks and heel flicks. Okay, and then before we get the tall kneeling in, let's just get down and get a few Spider-Mans in. So making the movement nice and dynamic. Good positive lunge forwards. That's it, last few reps. Okay, we're going to be back into tall kneeling. So shins on the deck, kneeling tall. All that's going to happen, we're just going to be in our tall kneeling. We're going to just have some lean back, come forwards, lean back, come forwards. We'll then progress, lean back, come forwards, into lean back and hold, counting for 5. We'll do another 3 repetitions. Sorry, 2 more repetitions. That's good. Here we go again. And this time we're going to add some rotational in. So laterally, once around the back here, and getting some rotational in. Again, don't go too aggressive to start with. Don't blow your obliques up in the process. Also, you can be hands up above. If while you're down here you want some expressive dance in your upper body to help loosen you up, you're welcome. And then next progression, while we're down in our tall kneeling, we're going to have our I, our Y, our T, our W, and our I. But we're going to have these variations into either the tall kneeling, go into that isometric hold, W and I, or if you wish, pray to Mecca, hinge forwards more, and again, W and back into I. Okay, we're going to progress the IYT even WI even more. So we're going to be lying face down. We're going to have the hands and the elbows slightly off the ground. Lying face down, IYT WI. Try to complete 4 sets. That's good. Try and get 3, 4 repetitions done. And then once done, we're going to flip ourselves over. We're going to have our backs flat on the ground, and we're going to do an isometric squeeze up, ribs and arms down into the deck as we're in the W position. If you want to also do it in the T, you're welcome. But once you get into the W position, you're going to then feel yourself squeeze and hold to a count of 4. Your upper body into the deck. So let's all have a go. I'm going to find some floor space. If you have long arms, this will be more difficult. Okay, that's good, Trish. We'll hit back to standing. Okay, so we'll finish off the first 22 minutes with some plyo. So all we're going to do is we're just going to be heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down. And all we're going to do is apply that same principle, single leg, heel up, heel down, heel up, heel down. Looking good. Okay, with both legs, all we're going to do is we're just going to hop forwards, hop back, hop forwards, hop back, hop forwards, hop back, forwards. So try and then end up, rather than just go from points A to B, go from A to B to A, behind you to C, back to A. Okay, then we're going to add in points D and E. So we're going to go left for D, right for E. So try to ensure that the knees don't nobble together when you're in your landing. Okay, it gets more complicated because now we're going to do spin. So going between A, B, and C with some spinning mechanics. Looking good, troops. Okay, next up, we're going to then get into some lunging plyo. So all that's going to happen is, just like we did with the pulsing, we're just going to split. You don't have to get your knee all the way down to the deck, but just rapidly split, hold, come back. Okay, next up, we're going to go into the drop squat mechanics. So all we're going to be is we're going to be up tall. Okay, all we're going to do is we're just going to end up going from our feet roughly under our hips to our feet slightly wider than our hips and into our power stance. So it's just power stance. So just let your feet shuffle, power stance. So it doesn't have to be a massive shuffle, but there should be a shuffle there. That's looking good. Next up, we're going to be up on our toes. And now we're going to shuffle power stance. So up on our toes, shuffle power stance. Looking good. Okay, next up, we're going to be down into our squat position. Be as low or as high as you need to be comfortable. Again, we're going to be in that feet roughly under the outside edges of your hips into your squat. And we're going to do the same principle, shuffle, and we're going to be into our low squat. So into position, shuffle, low squat. Really try and focus on that extension in your upper body as you land at the bottom. So again, stay as high as you need to at the top so that you're landing in a strong, either hips parallel or slightly above or slightly below when you land and catch. Okay, looking good, troops. So the next progression, we're going to put it all together. We'll get our drop squat happening. So we're up here. All that's going to happen is We're now going to drop, rather than into our power stance, we're going to drop squat into the bottom of the hole. So it's just going to be from at the top, drop into the bottom of the hole. So let gravity drop you right down, control the landing. So remember, keep that chest up and hinged when you land through at the bottom. After 5 attempts, have a little rest for 20 seconds, 10 seconds before you go again for another 5 reps. And then if you wish, up onto the heels, drop squat right down. This is why we did lots of calf pump earlier, so your calves can handle it. And then at the end of the session, don't let me forget to teach you the Proyos homework for when we're all apart. Right, warm up done. We've got to get into, obviously, do any other movements you want to do here and now that are specific to you that I've missed. We're going to be getting the single leg split squat happening first. So that'll be, again, back foot is going to be up on the chair, nice strong squat pattern. So just drive your foot into the ground and let your hips push forwards through the movement. Do the inverse when we're going to do the descend. So that's going to be the primary compound lift of the day. We'll do the single leg split squat with rear elevation. We'll start with an 8 seconds down, 3 seconds hold at the bottom, and then finishing off with concentric movement back to the top. The press will continue on with the variations from last week. When we're not doing those two, we'll mix in some lateral lunge work, but only if I've got time to, because the other key things we're going to be doing is the pullover and the lunge. On the pullover, you're going to be lying flat on the ground. As you're lying flat on the ground, I'm just going to pretend I'm on the ground at the moment. We're going to ensure that that belly button and those ribs stay nice and set together. So don't flare your ribs and your belly button apart on the pullover. Either using your object that you hold to compress with, or your object to pull apart, either in that compressing or pulling apart. We're going to go through the full range of motion, 6 seconds each direction. Okay, and then the other one will be the windscreen wiper, which we haven't done in forever. So the windscreen wiper, we're going to be hands on the ground, and we're going to be going 6 seconds from one side to the other as we do our wipers. Apologies if you're short of floor space on the wipers, if we've got multiple people in the room. Right, so 8 seconds down, 3 seconds at the bottom on the single leg split squat. Ready, steady, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, pausing, and up we come. And again, ready, 1, 2, and pausing, and up we come. And ready, 1, 2, 7, 8, pausing, up we come. And again, ready, 1, 6, 7, 8, and pausing. And we'll swap legs when we're ready. And ready, 1, 6, 7, 8, and pausing. And up we come. And ready, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and pausing. Up we come. And one more for luck. Ready? 1, 7, 8, pausing. 2, 1, up we come. Looking good. Okay, the beloved pullover. So like flat on the ground. Pick your object that you're either going to pull apart or you're going to squeeze together. Okay, ready. Legs are bent, backs flat on the ground, belly button, ribs held together. Ready, and from arms on the ground. Counting the 6 to the knees. Ready, and go. 3, 4, 5, 6, and back. And over. 5, 6, and back. And over. 4, 5, 6, and back. And over. 5, 6, and back. And over. And back. Good. Right. Switching into those windscreen wipers. At least 6 seconds from one side, from your feet being on the floor one side to one side before you switch over to the other. So, ready, keep the core and belly and ribs in a strong position. Ready, going out to the side. And 6 seconds over to the other side. Ready, go. 1, 4, 5, 6. Switching. Ready, 1, 4, 5, 6. Switch. 6. Switching. 3, 4, 5, 6, and switching. 5, 6, switching. 4, 5, 6, switching. And switching. 3, 4, 5, 6, switching. 5, 6, switching. One more. 4, 5, 6, last 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, troops, next up, the beloved press. Hunting animals, binds on the job. 8 seconds down, 3 seconds at the bottom. Ready, steady. Here we go. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Push. And ready. Put one knee down if you need to. And go. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Push. And again. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Push. And again. 1, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Push. And 1 for luck if you can. Ready. 1, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Push. Looking good, troops. Back to the split squat. We've elevated on the chair all so far. Okay, ready. 8 seconds down. And 3, 2, 1. And here we go. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. And ready. 1, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. And 1. 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. And 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. And swapping legs over. Ready, and 1. And ready, and 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. And 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. And 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Good, troops. Okay, back to the pullover. We'll go 7 seconds each direction this time. So ready, steady, and go. 1, 5, 6, 7, switch. 6, 7, switch. Switch. And switch. Switch. 5, 6, 7, switch. Switch. 5, 6, 7, switch. And switch. 5, 6, 7, good. Okay, switching into the wipers again. Okay, when we're ready, and here we go. Try and go at least 6 seconds on your switchovers from one side to the other. That's good, keep counting. Last few reps. That's good, last rep. Looking good, troops. Back to the beloved press. So we get bigger boat speed around the catch and the finish, better force curves, less injuries when we're strong on the press. So when we're ready, 5 of the best, 8 seconds down, ready and go. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, push. And 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. And again, ready. 1, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. And again, 1, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Last one, ready. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, and push. Well done, troops. Give it 10, 20 seconds, then we'll go for the squat. That's good. Feet in place. After this lot, we'll switch up the tempos a bit, but for now, sticking with 8 seconds down. Ready and go. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, and up we come. And ready. 1, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, up we come. And again, ready. 1, 8, 3, 2, 1, up we come. And 1, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, up we come. One more for luck. Ready. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. And swap your legs over. Okay. Ready, steady, and 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. We come. And 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. And 1, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. One for luck. Ready. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Okay. Back to the pull over. Remember, keep the belly button fixed in place against the ribs. And at least 7 seconds in each direction. Ready and go. 7, switch. 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 5, 6, 7, switch. 7, switch. 6, 7, switch. 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 Last 2 reps. And switch. That's good. Last rep. Okay, I'm going to keep your mind on your toes. We'll do some lateral lunges before we continue with the wipers. So, standing. We're going to go a tempo of 4, 4, 4. So we're going to go 4 seconds, pause, another 4 seconds, pause. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out we come. And again, ready? 1, 2, 4. Pausing in the midpoint. And down. Up we come. And again, 1, 2, 3. Pausing in the midpoint. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Out we come. And ready. 1. Pausing in the midpoint. And 4, 3, 1. Out we come. And again. Ready. And 1. And 4. Pausing. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking good. Switching legs. Ready. And 1. Pausing. and down, and out we come. And again, ready, 1, 4, pausing, and down, and out we come. Nice and slowly, ready, 1, 4, pausing, and down, out we come. Okay, troops, we'll get back onto the ground for our wipers. Remember, getting that 6 seconds or more in each direction. If you want to squeeze objects between your feet or wrap band around ankles and have ankles pulling apart from each other, you're welcome to try and do so. Right, when you're ready, getting down to one side, and let's go. 6 and switch. And 7 and switch. And switch. Switching. Switching. Switching through. That's good. Last few reps. That's good. Last rep. Okay, troops. Next up, we're going to be minds on the job for the press. Okay. Last set we're going to do at the 8 seconds tempo and 3 at the bottom. Ready, steady, and go. 1, 3, 2, 1, push. And ready, 1, 3, 2, 1, push. Ready, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, push. Ready, 1, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, push. And one more, ready, 1, 3, 2, 1, push. Well done, guys. 10, 15 seconds and we'll get the squats happening again. So 2 more sets of squats. We'll do a tempo change of 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. So halfway down for 4, same as the lateral lunge, then pause for 4, and then down to the bottom over the last 4 seconds. I won't go geeking into the science, but this really helps our drive phase force curves when we're in the boat. So when we're ready, 4 seconds and pausing, and go. 1, pausing, and down, 2, 3, 4, up. Ready, and down we go. 1, pausing, and down, 2, 3, 4, up we come. Ready, and down. 4, pausing, 1, and down. Up we come. And again, ready, down. 4, pausing, and down, 2, 3, 4. Up we come. One more. Ready, down. Pausing. 1 and down. Up we come. Good work, MK. Next leg. Ready. Breathing. And 1. Pausing. And down. Up we come. And ready, down. Pausing. 1 and down. Up we come. Ready, and down. Pausing. And down. 2, 3, 4. Come. One more for luck. Ready, and down. 2, 1, and down. Up we come. Well done, guys. Okay. Back to the pullover. Remember, 7 seconds between the switchovers at each end of the movement. Hands on the ground, ribcage set, ready and go. 1, 5, 6, 7, switch. And switch. And switch. 6, 7, switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switching. And switch. And switch. Last one. And switch. Last movement. Okay, next up, I'm not going to wipe you, I'm going to side plank everybody. Okay, so side planks at least, try and get to at least 30 seconds before we switch over. If you can go for 1 minute before the switch, so be it. I'll shout the times. Ready, 2, 3, let's go. Side planking away. Good, that's 30 seconds. If you want to switch over, do so. Straight into the other side. That's 1 minute, switching again. Oh, that was 30 seconds, by the way, 1 minute 40, 20 seconds to go. Sorry, lost concentration. Good, that's 2 minutes. Lateral lunges next. Then press, then squat, then we're done. Okay, so we're going to go 8 seconds at the bottom. Sorry, we're going to go 8 seconds and then 3 seconds at the bottom. Ready? And go. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Out we come. And 1, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Out we come. And ready. 1, 6, and 3, 2, 1. Out we come. One more. Ready. 1, 3, 2, 1. And we come, switching legs. Ready, and 1. Nice and slow. 8, 3, 2, 1. Out we come. And ready. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. Out we come. And 1, 3, 2, 1. Out we come. Right. Instead of press, we'll superset the legs. One more on the 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds. Last compound exercise of the morning. Let's be nice and strong. End of the race. Ready? And 1. Pausing. And down. 3, 4. Up we come. And ready. 1. Pausing. And down. 3, 4. Up we come. And ready. 1. Pausing. 2, 1. And down. Up we come. Last one on this leg. Ready. And down. Pausing. And down. Up we come. Good work, troops. Last compound movement. Ready, steady, and down. Pausing. And down. And up we come. And ready, and down. 4. Pausing. And down. Up we come. Well done, guys. Right. Lots to do in the last couple of minutes. What should we finish with? Yeah, we'll do the hips. And we'll go over the homework. So, homework, remember, lots of side planks every week. So if by the end of a 7-day period you've done more than a total of 9 minutes of side planks and you've got up to 10, 11 minutes of side planks per week, good. Keep that going. So remember, loads of side planks whenever you can sneak them in. End of the cardio, end of a run, end of a bike ride, whatever. A bit of sciencey stuff. So we've done our, it's a bit metabolic, but mostly this morning we're doing tissue work. So when we're doing weights at the moment, obviously we haven't got a gym with weights, but when we're doing the weights, tissue work, try and give it 2 hours before you do your cardio. Also remember, as we age, our glucose sensitivity and protein sensitivities and processes change and deteriorate a bit. So get some protein in you in the next half an hour, be it 1 egg, some lentils, whatever other carnivore vegan sources of protein, dairy, whatever you want, but try and get a little bit of protein in you at the end of whatever weights sessions we've done, or for this, or also if you've done a long morning of cardio, same thing. Make sure, especially for us masters, we need to be getting a little bit of protein consciousness happening. That doesn't mean sort of 6 grams per kilo of body weight per day. Don't do that extreme sort of bodybuilders type protein intakes. Too much of a good thing. Right, last up, altitude landing. So remember homework, I taught you things like walking backwards, doing kick behinds, etc. I like doing those with resistance bands wrapped around my legs, but that's just a bonus. Right, we'll do, yeah, I've got a couple of minutes. We'll do open your hips up and then we'll do altitude landings homework to help you progress. So all we're going to finish off with mobility drill ending of the day. I'm going to have to move this down again very quickly. Right, all that's going to happen is you're going to be up fairly high into your squat for the internal rotation, but we'll start lower down. Okay, so all that's going to happen is we're going to take one knee, we're going to stay nice and tall and strong, and we're just going to push that knee gently out to the side. If anything's uncomfortable, don't do this. If it is just feeling like you're really opening up your hip and you're feeling your hip get more range of motion, good. Practice on both knees. If you feel differences in how your feet are connected on the ground to one knee and the other, you're finding where, like myself, you've got either a healthy or possibly less healthy hip asymmetry. So that's externally getting some torque into the hip. In terms of the internal rotators, I like to start higher up and you just have one knee come slightly down towards the ground. Don't try and be really advanced to start with. I usually suggest balancing with a chair. And with your chair as a balance point to help you, there'll be less body weight into your sofa, less body weight going through your legs, your knees and your hips as you do some internal rotation. Eventually you end up like weightlifters who just without a chair go all the way down. So you've got that as a bit of flexibility homework. Altitude landings, eventually you're going to end up with a high one to start with. So all that happens is you're going to be standing on the bottom step or bottom steps of your stairs. All that's going to happen is you're going to trail the leg out in front, and like we did on our drop squat when we did our plyo warm up earlier, we're just going to land and catch. When we land and get our catch position, let's say half slide in the boat, all that's going to happen, we're going to be there. We're not going to be knees together on the landing. Same as when we squat, same mechanics. So all it's going to be for your homework, practice your altitude landings. So I'm looking for you to practice some absorbing plyometrics in your homework life. So it's just lead out, power position, yeah? Eventually, you get bored of that. So next challenge, you're going to be, try to avoid putting my head into the light bulb. Obviously outside's easier because you've got the sunshine and more vitamin D as well. We're going to land and then jump, okay? The other progression you can do is you're going to go into landing, drop squat, jump. So that's your plyometric homework for the week ahead. Practice, stairs, outside, whatever. Think of when you hit the catch position in the boat, you're going to be without upsetting the run of the boat. Feet will land, and then from there, we just push. So it's sort of, well, we haven't got crew boats, we can still, in effect, practice a bit of plyometrics that benefits how we make the boat move nicely. Right, sorry for the slight overrun. Hope that was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, shout now, or if not, email or whatever other questions.